Pisces, this is Tara. Welcome to your weekly forecast, Psychic Tarot forecast. This is for the week of July 11th through July 17th, and I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Greenwich Tarot deck. And I want to apologize for not having the weeklies done for last week. It was a busy week here in the United States. Of course, the weekend of the 4th of July, had family, friends in, and also my computer decided to take a dive and go to computer heaven. So that took time shopping around, getting the best price. You know how that goes? It can be time consuming. And I really tried to use my intuition and feel which one seemed right. I feel like I got a pretty good deal. So happy about that. And again, back with you now. So let's pull 3 cards for Pisces. All right, these wanted to come off the top, so that's what we're going to do for you. Come off the top. All right, so the first card is the Queen of Wands. She is showing up quite a bit in, I don't know about these weekly readings as much, but in personal private readings I'm doing for clients. So I love her. She is an earth sign, male or female. So that could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. And very much the motherly kind. You know, I call this particular card because the Queen of Wands, she's very matronly in this deck. She's looks like she's loving her house and her home, and that she's cooked a lot for family and friends, and she has people over, and she has a lot of creative inspiration to give to others. So it feels like that there's someone in your life that's there for you, that's possibly giving you support, nurturing you, mothering you, having you over for dinner and cooking for you. It just feels like there's someone, and like I said, this can be man or woman, but she is the queen, so she's very much the type that would advise, supervise, suggest. Maybe she's taking care of your kids while you're working, and it's in the summer here in the northern hemisphere. So this is a person that's there for you, very supportive. All right, your next card is the 10 of Wands, or excuse me, 2 of Wands. I was first saw 10, but that's a 2. And in this particular card, this one has not come up much. The opposite of the Queen of Wands, this particular card in this deck, since I've been using it for the last month or so, I don't see it much. So this is a very happy card. I'm really noticing her orange door here and her home and what's surrounding her home. Feels very much like there's creative inspiration. There's new ideas for you all. You're really a lot of creativity, because I noticed that orange, right? And doesn't orange denote creativeness? It denotes second chakra, feminine intuition. So, and the wands are all about our inspiration and our intuition and what we put out in the world. Divine abilities, psychic abilities, seeing a lot of orange and yellow in this, second and third chakra. And, she's really a happy camper here in this, really just sort of waving and saying, okay, I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. I have a couple of good ideas I'm working on, a couple of good, maybe you're writing out. I get this about you sometimes, Pisces, that you guys are writing out, maybe you're writing a novel or a book or a post or a blog. So intuitively go into that, because it feels like there's a balance to that. And the number 2 in numerology is a very sensitive number. 2 life paths remind me of very peaceful, diplomatic people. 2 is like a swan. When I write it out, it looks like a swan. So I'm really feeling that you guys are, after the Ace of Wands, that you're really starting to come into your own with some new creative ideas, more than one. And the last card you have is the Page of Swords. Well, the Page of Swords is really like a magical card in this deck. Out at night, and there's the owl and the moon has to do with our intuitive abilities and psychic awareness. The sun has to do with what we put out physically, the solar plex, what we do, again, in the physical world. But the moon's like, you're really creating on the inside what you want. You're thinking about how you can put all this together. So coming after the Two of Wands, I feel like, okay, I really want to create some more magic. I really want to see what else is up in the ethers for me to channel into, because you see how she has the sword and then she's looking up for inspiration. So it might be that some of you, either you're into astrology or you are astrologists possibly, or you do it as a hobby. But I feel like, go out at night sometimes if the sky is clear, or even if it's not. There's a lot of inspiration from the stars and the moon. Especially, there's a lot of wisdom, channeled wisdom that can come out of that for you guys. So I'm feeling like this week you have a male or female mentor around you. This is someone who's very, very grounded. This Queen of Wands. You have 2 wand cards. The Queen of Wands is a very grounded person, very supportive, very compassionate, very gentle. The Paula Deen, like I said, did I say that a minute ago? She reminds me of Paula Deen, who did the cooking show. She just likes to cook and likes to offer comfort and inspiration to people. And then the Two of Wands is really enjoying the creative inspiration and going into your intuitiveness and opening up for more, because that's what the Page is doing. She's just like looking up at the sky. She has a book out and it has light on it, as you can see here. So she's bridging the spiritual knowledge with the practical. How can I put this together, put it out in the world, and be successful? All right? And the wisdom that comes from that, spiritual wisdom that comes out of doing that. All right, so the Queen is 1. Numerologically, I'm going to add these up. And then the 2, that's 3. And the Page is 4. So 4 is about grounding. 4 is about feeling your feet on the ground, putting out some good plans for yourself. It's like if you're building a house together, putting together a good foundation. Like if you're building a house, you put the foundation first. You pour the foundation, then you put the uprights, then the roof. You don't put the roof on, otherwise everything would collapse. So that's what you want to do is make sure that you're grounded while you're doing all this. This Queen of Wands will help you do that. So no worries there. Let me know in the comments below if this Queen of Wands, who this might be for you, and how this resonates for you, and this Two of Wands and Page of Swords. It's a good week for you guys. Very good week. All right, and this is a general reading. So if this is your sun sign, also look at your moon or rising if this doesn't resonate. But I really feel like that, things are intuitively in tune for you. So pay attention to that. Leave any comments below. If you like a personal private reading, it's much more in depth. We could really delve into what it is you want to create in your life. I do a lot of mentoring, a lot of creative mentoring for people. So help them with jobs or your business. If you have a business that you want to take forward, and more so, or a hobby that you want to take into the business and make that successful, I can help you do that. So you can email me at themagicalmatrix@gmail.com for any questions or comments about that or anything else. And you can look on my website, taraventura.com. I hope you all have a good week. Thank you so much for the subscribers. And I hope that if you haven't, that you do so. Be well. Take care. Be inspired. See you soon.